It's Hot Mike with Hutton and Withrow, where daily we discuss the National Football League and the push for the postseason. In the AFC, plenty of teams trying to jockey for positioning. In the NFC, well, the best teams in the NFL with the Philadelphia Eagles and San Francisco 49ers.
Well, hold on, Hutton. Not just those teams, but how about the Detroit Lions is one of the best teams in the NFL? Other shows may not mention that or talk about it. We will.
We are on board with Detroit. Subscribe to the podcast. Join us each day for Hot Mike with Hutton and Withrow across the Outkick Network. We discuss the NFL, college football, and the top headlines from Outkick.com.
Okay, what's up, guys? Welcome to another episode of the TMossBoss Show. And I think in this episode, I'm going to do another Ask Reddit episode because I can't think of anything to talk about. I think, I had to find more stuff to do for this podcast. So I know I could do so many random talks. I'm like, I don't want to. I mean, I will do some more random talks in the future, but currently, right now, I kind of just want to, focus on some other things I can bring to the podcast. So, I am here. I am on Ask Reddit now. Dang, there's 109,000 people looking at this page right now. Dang, that's crazy. But anyways, first question, which famous movie quote will always be timeless and always be relevant? It's funny today because a coworker at my job, he said something and I almost looked at another coworker of mine's because both me and him were a fan of the TV show The Office, which it doesn't technically count as a movie, but I would have to say that I almost looked at him and said, that's what she said. I was so close. I was so tempting. I was very, very tempting to say it, but I didn't. I was strong and I didn't do that. All right, I didn't do that to that coworker or myself. So I have to say, yeah, that's what she said. I feel like you can, like, if somebody says something in a certain matter and stuff, I feel like it's only right to think that. So, anyways, next question. Redditors, who saw Empire Strikes Back in theaters? What was it like hearing that Vader was Luke's father? I should ask my dad that question because he might have seen that Star Wars in theater, but I don't know. It's funny because I was looking at it. I'm not even a big Star Wars fan, but I seen Empire Strikes Back and automatically knew that it was Star Wars. So I know of Star Wars, but I'm just not like a big fan of Star Wars. Like, I know characters, but I'm not like, I don't know. I guess I ain't really follow the story and stuff. So it's kind of like an Avengers type situation. It's just, you know of it, but you don't know of it at the same time. So, next question. Which quote is most improved tacking here in the middle of this Olive Garden to the end of it? What? Which quote is most improved by tacking here in the middle of this Olive Garden to the end of it? I don't know. Huh. Yeah, I don't know an answer for that. I don't know. I'm not too good with quotes. But anyways, I had to quote a TV show from the first question. So, yeah, we just gonna skip that one because I don't really know what they trying to ask. Like, somebody's gonna have to explain that one to me. But I seen when they sent me a notification for this next question, and I'm like, that's why I had got the idea, like, I should go ahead and do another Ask Reddit podcast. But the question is, what's the most useless thing you own? And I feel like I might have answered this before. What's the most useless thing you own? Probably like a second mic. No, yeah, like it was the freaking pain medication, the ibuprofen stuff. Cause I was like, I think I feel like I answered this question before, so I'm not gonna answer that one. Because I feel like I just answered it before and I don't want to, like, if I have that feeling, I'm just not even going to fool around with this. So, but I guess maybe to give a second answer or a different answer, maybe the second microphone I had bought early on in the year because the microphone didn't really sound all that good. So, maybe that. But next question, this is a serious question. Serious replies only. How do you become a more intelligent person? And they're wanting to be serious about this. So I would say like becoming a more intelligent person. Just like maybe read more books, like on intelligence maybe. I don't know, but maybe that, like, don't surround yourself around, like, I don't know. I mean, at the end of the day, like, a person's intelligence can, like, it can go both ways. Like, a person can be intelligent and, like, the day-to-day stuff, or a person can be intelligent on, like, street smart. So overall, like, intelligence can go, like, both ways. So I don't know, like, I feel like if somebody, like, were to ask me that question, I'm like, well, what do you want to be more intelligent in? Like, do you want to be, like, intelligent in, like, I don't know, math? Then, like, study more. Like, go and just, like, buy a math book over at, like, some bookstore or something, and then just go crazy on it and stuff. But it's like, I would have to say your intelligence, it will be more so like the motivation that you have, like, within yourself to be intelligent. So if you're wanting to be intelligent, like, you have to, like, drive yourself to intelligence. Like, I mean, not overall, like, get in your car, look up intelligence on Google Maps, but no, like, you have to have, like, a driven mind to be intelligent. Like, you can't just, like, ask, like, I feel like that's not even, like, a legitimate question to ask a person, like, how do you be more intelligent? I'm like, because my intelligence level might not be the intelligence level that you're looking for, so you might overall, like, criticize me or get on me about my intelligence level, and I'm like, I don't know what you expect from me, but, like, whatever I tell you, like, you're just gonna be on the same level as me. And overall, like, I don't want people to be on the same level as me, unless they're, like, I don't know, unless they want to be on that level, then okay. But if not, like, you're aiming for something else, then yeah, you deserve, like, more than what my intelligence is. Like, I overall don't want nobody to be smarter than me, but I don't care if a person's smarter than me, but I don't want a person to be, like, dumber than me and things, and asking questions. I mean, not overall dumb, but you know what I'm trying to say. So anyways, yeah, your intelligence can, like, go far and beyond. It's just more so is like where do you want it to be at and stuff. Like, what do you want to be intelligent in? So that's my question to your question. What's this guy's name? Vanilla Bloop 413. Yeah. Like, what do you want to be intelligent in? Dang, like 1,000 people asked, or they answered that question. Dang. All right, next question. What's one humble brag you always like to slide into a conversation? I would have to say it's my YouTube channels. It's definitely my YouTube channels. I like when they ask me about YouTube, I always love bragging about YouTube. I always love bragging about it. I'll sit there and be like, yeah, I'll go, like, people, they ask me, like, oh, what kind of videos you do? I'm like, oh, I got like 9 channels. So I would straight up brag. I would gas myself up in that conversation. Seriously, people ask me that. I'm like, man, I got like 9 channels. I got like over 5,000 videos. All of them uploaded, edited, all of that stuff by me. Like, I've done, like, pretty much, I go far and beyond, like, millions of views, thousands of subscribers. Like, man, seriously, I might not be at the part of my life where I want to be at, but I'd say I gas myself up. Like, I make it seem like that I'm already there, but really, I'm like, I'm just at the start of everything. So yeah, I'm like, YouTube. It's definitely YouTube. I always brag about, like, me and YouTube and things. And yeah, there's people doing far more better than me. If you go to my YouTube channel, there's a lot of people doing far more better than me. So I'm just all like, I'm like, all right, that's cool for them. Like, kudos to them and stuff. But me, I'm like, man, my 13,000 subscribers on my main channel, I gas that up. My 2 million views on that channel, I gas it up. So YouTube is definitely YouTube. And then next question, in what way does a TV show or movie show a procedure from your profession that make you roll eyes at how stupidly it's misrepresented? Okay, so what movie was it? There was some movie I think I just recently watched, and I'm like, people don't. I think it was Unfriended. and just more so like how they were acting on the computer. It's like movies that had to do with like technology and stuff, like with somebody's texting or like, it's just, I don't know, like when I see stuff like that, when it's like electronics or video games or something gets involved, and I'm like, they don't do that. Like they don't do that. I don't know. I can't really use like my like, you know, day-to-day job and things like being a cashier. Like I don't know, like I don't really see too many like failed like cashier jobs in movies or TV shows and stuff, but yeah, maybe like how people act on the internet and things. Like nobody acts like that and stuff on the internet. And it's like, I don't know, like how people, because like, I don't know, when they be showing like TV shows and movies, people be getting bullied online and stuff. Like where I'm from, you go up to that person and you let them know like, hey, so either this stuff ends today or there's going to be a situation. Like that's where I'm from. Like stuff, like when stuff goes down, it ends right then and there. That's why I'm like, I ain't really deal with like a whole lot of bullies and stuff in school. And then when I see it in TV shows, I'm like, this how, like, do kids really be acting like this? Like, where, like, how? But why? Like, I don't know. Like, I think I seen it in the video where a kid got shoved into a locker, but yeah, I had to say, I'm like, I've never been shoved into no locker. And if I were, like, a kid's getting swung on, like, I'm hurting somebody that day, making sure their fingers get closed in the locker, like, something's happening. But I had to say, probably, like, I don't know, probably the internet stuff, definitely, but most definitely it's the school stuff. No doubt about it. It's no doubt about it. They be having like high school kids looking 20 to 30 years old and stuff. I'm like, what? Like, I don't know. I'm no longer in high school, but I had to say that would probably be the main thing that I can relate to and stuff. Like seeing it in movies and then seeing it like for real in real life and things. It'll probably be school and stuff. But anyways, next question. What's a superstition that's so ingrained in society that we don't realize it's superstitions anymore? Dang, man. You know what? I gotta look at the answers for these, because maybe I might get motivated and stuff. Because it's like questions like that, I'm like, dang, like, now you got me sitting there, like, thinking and things. Somebody said telling someone God bless you when they sneeze. Hey, that's just being polite, bro. Like, they can't help it if they polite. Like, that's just how I was raised. Like, if that's the household that you're in, like, that's just how I was raised. Like, I don't like when a person, they try to change how you were raised. Like, I just, like, you know, if there's, like, something that I do that was like that was brought to my attention and stuff, like growing up and things, like that's just what I'm going to do. But people, they get mad about that stuff. I'm like, man, I don't know about like so much as like people saying God bless you and things when you sneeze, but like it's just, I don't know, what's some other stuff. There's something. All right, let me look at some other things that these people say. Yep, for everyone other than body function. The offender says, excuse me. It's so weird. I don't know, man. Some of these questions, I'm gonna start skipping these questions, because I'm like, bro, what? I don't know. I don't know. I'm gonna skip that question too. Next question. What's a realistic biological trait humans didn't get during evolution that would have made our daily lives easier today? What? Like, look, anything before my time, I don't know about. So, what's a realistic biological trait humans did get during evolution that would have made our daily lives easier? Flying, maybe. If that's the answer that you're looking for, yeah, flying. I wish I can fly. Like, I don't know if humans back then was flying, but I would imagine that stuff was just easier for them and things. Like, so if we talking, like, back then, like, I don't know, the biblical days and stuff, then yeah, like, they living, like, life for them was just, like, good. I feel like nowadays there's just too much stuff in the air, too many things going on. Like, we can't live that life no more. So, I would say, well, they probably, yeah, that flying ain't realistic. I don't know, man. Freaking super strength or something. I feel like that could possibly be realistic. But next question. You can make everyone follow one rule you make. What is it? Being polite, being nice. I mean, goodness. There's times when I'm at work and there be some rude people just come up. Like today, like I'm like, bro, how many people? It's like I just don't understand. Like, I don't mind if you're on your phone. It's your phone, okay? I don't care about your phone. But I just don't like when I'm clearly trying to like take your money so you can hurry up and get out the line and stuff. But they'll be sitting there like talking on the phone or doing something, and I'm like, bro, you gonna walk all the way up here and just not do nothing. Like, you just gonna talk on your phone. Like, I really don't care for the conversation that you're having. I would just like to, like, have you pay for your stuff and then you go about your day and things. But man, I'm like, I just don't like sitting there waiting, like, and on some stuff like that. I'm like, man, just like being polite, being like nice and stuff. But I'm like, it's stuff like that. Or it's like, yeah, like, and then another thing, it's like when you say, like, have a nice day or hi to a person, it's just dead silence. I'm like, what, like, that's, like, man, if I remember I had asked them, could I do that? And they said, like, no, because people probably get mad about it and stuff. But I said, can I just put up a sign saying, if you have an attitude, just turn back around? Because I'm like, look, I don't want to deal with stuff like that, man. I really don't. Like, I try my best. I try to just hurry up and ring them up and get them out of the line. Because I'm like, I really don't. I don't want, like, a person like that in my presence. Like, I try to be, like, such a positive person. Like, throughout my whole life, I've always tried to be positive. But, like, people like that, man, I'm like, the positivity just gets sucked out of you. Like, if you don't have a job where you're, like, not dealing with people all the time, then, like, kudos to you. Kudos to you. But it's like, man, I'm like, it's just, having people being polite and nice, all right? But next question, what needs to just F off? I ain't gonna say the word, but y'all get the idea and stuff. I don't know what needs to F off. Yeah, back to the last question, probably, yeah, rude people. That'll probably be one thing, but anyways, that's all I gotta say about that. What would be the worst place to find a used condom? Probably in your house and you ain't used one. Like, that would probably be the worst place. In your house and you haven't used no condoms. So that will probably be in your house. Or in your food. It's either in your house or in your food. If I went, because, like, chicken strips, I'm in love with chicken strips. But if I open up a bag of chicken strips and I found a used condom in there, I'm finding out, like, where did these chicken strips come from? Like, I seriously would be, like, on some assassination type stuff. I probably would call out from work, tell them, like, hey, probably gonna be gone for a while. I might even be gone a little bit longer because somebody out here living reckless. So I am I'll talk to you guys when I can. But hopefully by the time everything is done, I can come back to work and I'm not arrested, because I would try to figure out, like, who did that, and I'd be all like, why would you put a used condom in a place where, like, people are eating food and stuff? Like, what have I done to you to where you had to do that? Like, if you wanted this to go to a special person, then okay, send it to them yourselves. But you done put this with all the other bags and stuff. I'm like, nah, bro. I'm like, now we gotta fight. Now we gotta fight. Then it's like, if I find it in my house, then I'm like, what's going on here? Because I'm like, I know I ain't used this. So I'm like, who's out here using condoms? Then I'm like, nah, that's when you gotta just set up surveillance cameras and be all like, nah, I'm watching everything. This is my house. All right, so I'm watching everything that goes down. But I also have to say probably that. What's the weirdest dream you ever had? Good question. This is a question I can, like, give you guys a legitimate answer and stuff. So, I was having a dream that I was with Jonah Hill. No doubt that, like, just this, I'm not lying when I make this up. I'm not making this up. I'm not lying when I say this, okay? But I was having a dream. I was hanging out with Jonah Hill. We was going back to his house until we noticed that somebody was breaking into a house. So we were all like, oh, let's go get this person. So we're chasing them down the street. Jonah Hill decides that he's going to go down this like dark road with no street lights or nothing. So he's like, I'll go this way, and then you could go this way. And I'm going down the road with all the street lights and everything. So I'm running down the road. Somehow I end up in front of like an airport entrance. And then I eventually do find the person that's like, you know, like it was like robbing the house and things. And so they're like swinging at me crying. Excuse me. I'm trying to calm them down, and eventually I do calm them down. I asked them, I think, what was their name? I just remember in the dream they had red hair. And so after that, like I calmed them down. I was hugging them. Then their dad came up, and then he was all like, get your hands off my daughter. I'm like, bro, like this. I'm like, what's going on here? I'm like, I didn't even do anything wrong. Like, what's the problem here and stuff? Then I woke up and I was like, what was that? Nah, man. Now I gotta look that dream up. Jonah. Because I remember I wrote about it on Facebook. I remember I wrote about it. Yep, so what? She said her name was Mimi. And it was crazy because the girl in the dream looked a lot like this girl I went to school with. So that's when I was like, yo. I was like, because I remember, I think I was like in some like credit retrieval class or something like that. Because yes, I was slacking when I was in high school and stuff. But I was in credit retrieval and I seen her and I'm like, this girl looks a lot familiar and stuff. She's something ain't right about her. I'm like, I've definitely seen this girl before. And then I was like, sure enough, that I think I was like, I started thinking about it. I'm like, I think that was the girl from the dream and stuff. So yeah, I was talking to her a little bit because I'm like, something ain't right here. She was cool too. She was cool. I'm like, I don't know. She probably had been like, she had said something like her favorite movie is Superbad. Then I'd be like, okay, well, something's not right here. You were in my dream, and I need you to stay out of my dreams. And I need you to stop breaking into houses, because that was like, me and Jonah Hill, we will chase you down. She had probably thought I was insane and stuff if I said some stuff like that. But anyways, Captain Marvel is streaming on Disney Plus exclusively. So yeah, that's Reddit's little post right now. But Michael Scott, it's so funny how I was talking about The Office. First thing I talk about, then this question. Michael Scott is running for president in 2020. What's his campaign slogan? Oh, man. That's what she said? I feel like he did say that a lot throughout the show, so it definitely would have to be that. It would have to be that. I gotta look at the answers. That has to be the top answer. It has to be the top answer. You have no idea how high I can... Like, that's good. I think I remember when he said that. Yeah, I'm like, there's a lot of these quotes. I'm like, I'm looking at them. I'm like, I think I remember when he said that. But yeah, I was like, I think I remember when he said that too. I can't remember what episode it was, but man, Michael Scott ran. If he was a real person, he ran for president, I'd be like, you know what? I might have to vote for him. He probably would not be the most fittest president, but I'm not even going to crap on Michael Scott because he had his moments when he was cool. Like, he had his moments when he was really cool and he wasn't like, acting all weird and crazy and stuff. So I'm like, no, Michael Scott, I feel like in the time of need, he would have definitely been a good president. I ain't even going to sleep on him. I'm not going to sleep on him at all. So no, Michael Scott for president. Let's make it happen, people. Then next question. What's the most regrettable video game related purchase you've made? Wait, what? What's the most regrettable video game related purchase Video game related purchase? Probably DLCs. Like, it's so pointless to purchase a DLC for a video game, and it's like, y'all can just add that stuff to the video game. I was talking about this yesterday on yesterday's episode. Like, just add the DLC to the video game. Like, I don't want to do all of this extra stuff. So I'm like, probably that. But yeah, it's just DLC, skins, all that extra stuff in the game that's like, it just doesn't make any sense. But probably, yeah, it was, I remember I was playing Destiny 2, and it was this like deluxe edition for the DLC. It will probably be that. I regretted that so much. And I'm like, why would they have me spend $60 on a free game? It makes no sense when the standard DLC would cost like 40 or it was like $39.99 or something like that. And I spent like an additional money for it. And I'm like, I was so upset because I was like, why would they have that as the first thing that you see? Making it seem like they, like they don't really let you know until afterward. I was like, this is stupid, man. Because somebody gonna probably come like, oh, you didn't see? No, I didn't see. They didn't show it until the end. Until probably like all the way towards the end where I made the purchase and stuff. And it's like having it in small words. It's like people ain't gonna be seeing that and things. So it's that. Definitely that. The next question, you're a knock on the front door, and when you open the door, it's just you from a parallel universe. What reason do you think your clone has on knocking on your door? It'd be me, like, just acting, because I don't know, I feel like I've talked about this before, like, I tend to have some, like, sad moments and stuff, where I'm just sitting there just moping and things, just being sad. I feel like it would definitely be me going to myself saying, like, bro, you better start, like, doing what you want to do. Otherwise, like, I'm not going to exist. I feel like he definitely would be motivating me. He'd definitely be motivating me because I feel like that, yeah, he would just be motivating me. That'd be the one thing for sure. So, is this Mark Ruffalo in this? What's this movie called? Dark Waters. I don't know. I haven't really sat down and watched the Avengers movies. But he just looked different. Yeah, that is him. Dang, he looked different. I got my TV on right now, so they just showed the trailer to this movie called Dark Waters, and he looks really different in that movie. So, yeah, I'm like, that was kind of weird. All right, but next question. You get to choose a superpower, and everyone in the world... Wait, what? You get to choose a superpower, and everyone in the world except you now has it. Oh, wow. What do you choose? Yo, that's crazy. That's a crazy question. Dang. Everybody in the world has the superpower. That would be so messed up. That would be so messed up, man. Like, because knowing me, if somebody was just like, oh, choose a superpower. Knowing me, I'd be like, super strength. That's what I want. Not really hearing what they said. But then when they're all like, okay, that's the power that everybody has now, super strength. And they get to lift up to like cars and push buildings over and do all these other crazy things. And then me, I'm just sitting there like not able to do nothing. I would be so upset. Probably, if I had to choose a superpower for everyone, probably flying. Because I'm like, that'd probably be a lot of people like crashing in these buildings and stuff. But dang, that's like, then it's like, I like flying, but if they fall, they don't get hurt. So if they do crash into something, then like, okay, like they just, like maybe a couple of cuts and bruises and stuff, but like nothing that's going to kill them. So if they do like crash into a building and fall all the way straight down to the ground, they don't die, but they like, yeah, maybe like a couple of like scratches and stuff, some like ash marks and things, some ash scratches and stuff. So that's about it. But yeah, that'd probably be that one. Seriously, I'd be so mad. All my friends, they're all like, hey, Tyler, look what we can do. And they start flying around me and stuff. I'm like, man, you guys. I'm like, watch. I'm like, y'all gonna just like crash into each other, and I'm gonna record it and I'm gonna post it on YouTube. And so that's what I was like, man, I don't know. What are some other ones people chose? I feel like they're gonna just say some old dumb stuff on here. Let's see. The power to understand ants, not speak to, or command. Just understand. Everyone go crazy except me. Then my power be sanity. That's a good one. I like that one. That's funny. I like that one. Then what's a noise that just makes you scream inside? I don't know. I know probably people about like scratching nails across the chalkboard. I had there's this YouTuber that I watch. He doesn't like it when people scratch their nails across carpet. Like he's all like, he said he can see like the them doing it on like chalkboards or something else, but I like not too many noises get to me. Probably this annoying commercial that they keep playing on MTV, and it's this dude singing about positive vibes. Like I'm like, I mute the TV at that point, because I'm like, that commercial is just like, it's gotten to the point where I've heard the commercial so many times. I'm like, now it's just dumb. I'm like, seriously, play something else. Like, dang, change the song up, do something. Like, I don't care if it's the same singer, but change that song up, because now it's just annoying. But I'm like, that would probably be it. But I don't know, not too many noises makes me scream inside. So yeah, if you ask anybody, like probably like my mom or sister, they probably are like when you scratch like some like metal or dog whistle noises and things. But that doesn't get to me, surprisingly. I don't know. Then there's like, what was the easiest language for you to learn and why? I ain't never learned no other languages and stuff. So there's like, the last song you listened to describes your death. How do you die? Dang, where's my phone at? What was the last song that I listened to? The last song that was playing on. So, How You Feel by Lil Yachty, Danny Towers, and Ski Mask the Slump God. I don't know. How would that song really describe my death? They're like, how does it feel? I guess I'm like, wouldn't know how I feel. Dang, that just like straight up, that's like two cars just colliding in your brain and you just don't know an answer for it and stuff. My mind has been blown right now. Like, wow, like my mind, I don't know what to say. Like, dang. I chose like the wrong song, and I'm like, wow. I don't know how I would feel. That's crazy. That is some crazy stuff. Then the next question, where are you from? I am from Seattle, Washington. Born and raised in Washington State. But I mean, I was born in Seattle, but just raised all over Washington. Like, I lived in so many different parts of Washington. It is like just crazy how many places I've been to and stuff. So, yes, Washington State. That's where I'm from. Then last question. So I'm like looking at the TV because they're like showing some stuff, and I'm like trying to like pay attention to that because I'm like I'm over here watching this wrestling show. I got it on mute. Like, I wanted to watch this stuff and see what's going on, but I'm like, I guess I can't over here making this episode and stuff. But anyways, would you take $20 million, but for the rest of your life you had to end every conversation with "See you later, alligator"? Why not? Yes. I would, in a heartbeat. I don't understand why people would think that if you had to do this, and it would be like the easiest thing ever. I remember a teacher in my school, she was trying to say like, I can't remember what she was going off about, but I remember she went ahead and said like Tyler, would you wear wet and dressed to school for $1 million? I was like, yes, I would. Shoes and everything. The high heels, I'm like, yes, I would. Like, give me the most fanciest wedding dress possible. At the end of the day, I am going to be a millionaire, and I don't have to come back to this school no more. So, yes, let me know the place where I can go to get this wedding dress, because if I know I'm going to be a millionaire at the end of the day, I would, you know how like when they're about to walk, they pick the wedding dress up. I would pick that wedding dress up so high, and I would be walking with my high heels clicking on the ground and stuff. Like, people, they just assume like you wouldn't do something thinking of reputation. I don't care about no reputation and all that other stuff. I'm like, I'm about to be a millionaire. So yeah, if that was all I had to do, yes. I'm like, yeah, but $20 million, okay, because sit down thinking, $20 million, right? $20 million. I'll use some of that to invest in something make more money off of it, okay, I'm rich for the rest of my life. Like, I'm seriously rich for the rest of my life. I could quit the job that I currently have. Like, yes. I like every conversation. I'm like, if somebody's all like, okay, like, see you later, Tom. I'm like, see you later, alligator. I'm like, probably at some point in time, I probably would get annoyed. I'm like, dang, I like gotta keep constantly saying this over and over again. I'm like, but it was worth it. It was worth it. But I'm like, it's like, probably I just tell people like, just hang up before I can even say anything. So no, like, that's what you have to just do that and stuff. But yeah, I'm like, yeah, that's like, come on now, like, that's like, I feel like that ain't even a question, like, but $20 million, like, that's funny. That's funny. But anyways, I will talk to you guys later. Thank you guys for watching and or listening. If you're viewing this on YouTube, make sure you like and subscribe. And if you're viewing this on the podcast streaming service, make sure you follow or subscribe, however it's set up. And if you're purchasing tickets from SeatGeek, make sure you use my promo code TMossBoss and it will knock $20 off your first purchase. So, and that being said, I will talk to you guys later. Thanks again for watching and or listening, and peace.